I spent probably close to $1,000 on games I've already bought. And the thing is, I didn't realize it until I've made this video. You might be asking, how is that possible? Did you buy some extra DLC or some deluxe edition? And nope, the answer is simple. Virtual currency. And the craziest part is, I'm not alone. This is exactly how Take-Two built their empire. They're pretty much unstoppable now, and we're all part of the problem. So some history. I've been playing NBA 2K since 2K10, back in 2009, way before VC was even a thing. It was honestly how I got introduced to basketball, which is why it has a special place in my heart. You know, back then, playing the career mode, you have to grind for everything. There were no shortcuts or hacks to increasing the stats of your player. It was just hard-nosed work. It was great. I love the grind. I love the hustle. But throughout the years, you start to see the game evolve over generations. Whether that's adding storyline,
clean it in the border health. Cause of who? Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that.
Or horrible voice acting from NBA players.
Who have thought
About what?
that a young buck like you could actually do the right thing and avoid getting his sorry
I had a
butt kicked
teammate
out the
hold me
game?
back. He told me to chill.
I lived through it all, but nothing was worse than NBA 2K13, the year that they introduced VC. Overnight, progression wasn't about basketball anymore. It was about the money. No matter how much you grind, it felt like you were barely earning anything. And when you did earn some VC and decided to spend it, it felt like your stats barely increased. So it was like the game was guiding you. No, it was like it was forcing you to purchase that sweet, sweet VC. And when you look at the price, it doesn't seem that bad. 5,000 VC for only $2? Sign me up. Until you see how much that VC gets you. The answer is nothing. Oh, sorry. Maybe some wristbands and a haircut. Either way, at this point, you know that in order to play with your friends online, you're gonna need to pull out your wallet. The thing is, we didn't know how much that would change the industry, but Take-Two knew. They mastered the art of microtransactions. You know how I said 5,000 VC goes for $2? They know that to most, that's pretty much nothing. And they know because it was so easy for you to spend that, what if they offered you 15,000 for $5? It's only $5. What's the worst that could happen? And the next thing you know, you're spending $149 for 700,000 VC. Why is that even an option? Now, I've never paid for that, but I can guarantee you that someone has. Otherwise, again, the option wouldn't be there. So I wanted to look through Take-Two's financials and see just how much VC and their virtual currency affected their bottom dollar. And of course, I built a dashboard so you can view it all for yourself, link in the description. All to answer this question: how has microtransactions affected the quality of the games? And is Take-Two the biggest scammers in the industry? Let's find out. So I looked into the numbers, and honestly, probably won't shock you at all. Take-Two doesn't just make money selling you the game. They make most of their money on microtransactions, or what they call recurrent consumer spending. And the ratio has been increasing. Guys, just listen to me. We have to break free of these shackles that Take-Two has put on us. Now, I know GTA 6 is about to come out next year, and it looks nice and pretty, but why are we paying for shark cards? Because you saw a new car and have to re-download GTA 5 just to play for 30 minutes? That's what you're wasting your money on versus playing another game like Blasphemous or Rematch? You're better than that. I know that. You're better than that. Let's look at some vehicles in GTA. So this overflawed Suzume costs $3,074,500. Now let's say you had no money in GTA. You would have to pay $50 for a shark card to be able to afford this car, because we all know good and well you're not grinding that much. Remember, you're better than that. And listen, 2K isn't any better. I know firsthand. Let me say this. I'm a hypocrite. I know. I'm a hypocrite because I've definitely paid multiple times for VC just to fast track my way up to a 99 overall. But again, say it with me now. We have to do better. And if you think the GTA data is bad, let's look at the numbers for NBA 2K. There, it's somehow even more blatant. The game's VC isn't just for cosmetics. It controls nearly every data point in your My Player's progression. You want to boost your 3-point rating? VC. You want a better jump shot animation? VC. Need accessories that provide a statistical in-game advantage? You guessed it, VC. I remember back in 2K20 or 2K21, they had you paying for every single haircut until the community complained about it. Every haircut was like 100 VC. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. doesn't make any sense. Either way, the data makes it clear that the grind isn't an accident. It's all done purposely to keep you in a cycle of constantly paying for a game that you already paid for. For GTA, they'll drop something every couple of months that'll get you rebooting it again and paying for shark cards to skip the grind. And for 2K every year, they'll have you in a chokehold of claiming you're done with the franchise until you upgrade the graphics and finally brought back something they removed 5 years ago and reselling it to you in a different package that you didn't really ask for, but hey, you'll take it because 2K doesn't give you any competition and you love the game because you hate the game. And let's just move on. So now that we know the money is there, the real question is, why is it designed this way? Well, the simple answer is they don't really care about games sold. Well, scratch that. They care less about games sold and more about the recurrent consumer spending. And once we understand that, all the frustrating design choices make sense. For Take-Two, the $70 we pay up front is basically a down payment, and the real product is the in-game store. It's like buying a car. Initially, you have the down payment that'll reduce the monthly payment, and then you have the monthly payment. The thing that makes it worse is once you buy the car, you have to pay the monthly payments. For GTA and 2K, you're choosing to pay for it. And why is that? Because the product that they're selling you is amazing and addicting. It's the whole point. They're conditioning you to be okay with these prices. They'll create the frustration. Dang, I need how much to upgrade my player? A new vehicle costs how much? And then they'll offer relief. Well, VC is only $20 for 75,000 VC. The shark cards are only $20 for $1.5 million, and pretty much repeat it. And from their perspective, it's a beautiful sight to see. I mean, the C-suites and the shareholders only see profits. You're just a number to them. And yet to you, it might seem like a steal or a deal, but as long as you're spending money, you're already lost. Now I want to look just a little deeper on the ethical side of this conversation, because it isn't just about money. Think about what's actually happening. They're low-key selling you a broken game for a product that's intentionally incomplete. And no, I'm not necessarily talking about DLC, but how you have to either struggle to enjoy the game or pay to win. Like I remember a couple years ago, I was playing GTA Online, and as soon as I spawn, I'm getting blown up by one of those air motorcycle things. Like constantly killed. So much so that I looked up the price, and obviously, at first you scoff at it like, A, I don't have that much money, and B, I'm not paying for a shark card. But the more and more you play and get killed, it's enticing. And the shark cards start whispering to you,
"Don't you want your revenge? Come on, buy me. I'm only $20, come on."
They're manipulating you. They know someone's gonna buy the shark cards to get the newest gadgets and guns, and that's gonna make you want to buy the shark cards to get the newest gadgets and guns. It's a cycle, a dirty, dirty cycle. You gotta stay with me now. It's the same logic casinos use. Create an artificial problem, then sell the solution. Except this time, you're around the casino 24/7, and it's baked into a game you already love. The same thing happens in 2K, except the scam happens right when the game drops. Immediately you start off at a 65, while people are already at an 80 because they either bought the deluxe edition or they just dropped $100 for some VC. So I want to be clear, this didn't have to be this way. Back then we were able to just play games and unlock items organically, until one day publishers thought that they needed even more money and decided to start scamming their fans. And we're falling for it every single time. So despite everything we've gone through, whether it's broken economies, the pay to win scheme, manipulation, these games are still extremely successful. This NBA 2K series is still one of the best selling games every single year. They sold over 160 million copies worldwide. And how do they get away with this? Because underneath all the signs of a scam and the negativity, the game is actually good. The games are actually good. Every time Rockstar drops a GTA, it's like a holiday. GTA 5 is the highest grossing media title of all time. And once your player is above an 80 overall and you strip away the worry of VC, 2K is an amazing basketball game. So it's not like Take-Two is attaching microtransactions to garbage games, but to literal staples in the industry. And that's why it's so dangerous. They figure out the perfect balance of you wanting to leave, but also wanting more. They know you'll put up with scams because the game at its core, it's too good to walk away from. You're already in it. But here's the question that scares me. If this is what gaming looks like now, when does it stop? Who's to say that they don't increase the price to $80 and increase the price for shark cards? They know no one can touch them. They're in total control of May 26th to a point where every other piece of media is dodging that day. Only time will tell. With the way that the data looks, they're not slowing down anytime soon. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and the link to the dashboard is in the description below. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you later.